Hey folks, welcome to another Saturday stream. So what we're going to be doing is Factory Fodder, journal number 245. I'll be playing this one solo again, as per normal. I think we're going to do a fairly steady Saturday schedule of solo play. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to be doing one more next weekend, then I'm going to be gone for another couple of weeks back to my son's place. Already mentioned reason why in the last couple of videos, so no need to go into that. And yeah, let's look at the scenario. So this is going to be a late war, January 45, and we have ground snow in effect in France. We're going to have Americans in defending against Germans. However, the Americans are actually going to be going first, even though they are defending. So it's kind of a weird go. But we have a fair number of squads to look at. We're basically 13 Americans versus about 14 or so Germans, SS, with a couple of Panthers and some other Mark IVs against some Wildcats, the M10s, and 157 long. So the Mark IVs are probably going to have to worry about the 57, but not so much the Panthers, which don't come on till turn 2. So and the M10s don't come on till turn 4, which means I only have to worry about 2 turns of tank destroyers, ruining my day. Victory conditions are pretty simple. There's 6 factories inside the town, and the Germans have to capture 5 of these 6, as well as controlling 3 ground level building locations in this 4 hex building. And they start in concealment terrain over here, but like I said, they have to move first, and there are some HIP units within 4 hexes of the stream hex, which is not frozen, even though there's ground snow in effect. So it's fairly simple setup. And of course, the Germans are east of the stream, north is to the top of the map. So let's get right into the business and do the good old wind change. Snipers are in play. We have 3 and 4 for the German and the American. And let's go. All right, so wind change for the Americans, nothing doing, and we'll start off with, I guess we go right into move. We're not really going to shoot anything. Oh yeah, concealment. So we do have some dummy counters on the American side, but which are used. Yeah, so this guy here is going to start concealed. The guys on the road are probably going to start concealed as well. Yeah. Now, the Germans down here, however, I don't think are going to be by and large, mainly because of this guy here. So that guy will. This guy won't. That guy will. Yeah, all right. So you're going to be concealed, which is good to start. And this guy here as well. All right, so let's start off with the American move. And we'll take up 4 positions. So we'll start with this guy here. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this might be a better spot in V7. That way I can cover this way. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to come 1. We're going to bypass the back side on the 2. And we're going to come here for 3. And then we're going to wait and advance into it so we keep our concealment for now. This guy here is going to go bypass 1, 2 for the wall, bypass 3, 4. Come here. We're just going to salt move these guys into position. And you guys can stay there. Let's just go 2, 3. And I got to be careful how I move these guys. If I bring them down here, that's cover. 1, 2, 3. And then I can advance them into the house for, in the advance phase. All right, now if I've done everything correctly, there should not be any defensive fire. Yeah, I don't think the Germans have any shots. I could do some smoke placement, but it's going to be gone on my turn anyway, so there's probably not much point to do that. I don't want to deplete my ammo just now anyways. I am aware that there's going to be units within 4 hexes of the river, at least 2 squad equivalents, that I'm going to have to watch out for, so I can pretty well bank on any concealment terrain within 4 of a river is going to have something. Like these houses probably have something. This house here, probably this wood here, maybe these orchards and woods here might have something as well. Speed bumps are probably going to be the order of the day. I doubt very much they would probably deploy in squads. I would probably deploy half squads if I were to play the Americans. Again, you just want to slow the Germans down and give them a little bit of pause. There's only 6 turns to claim, which is not a lot of time really when you think about it. All right, advancing fire phase, no route, and we go advance. So we'll take up our positions. And then we can go into the German turn 1, wind change. No wind. And let's start with prep fire. Do I want to drop smoke? This guy here, we do have a depletion number of 8. Now these guys are SS and they should be considered elite, although it doesn't say it necessarily in the MSR or SSRs. But SS are elite, which means their depletion number should be increased by 1. So it should be a 9. So I'm going to drop one on this house. And that'll help cover my advance across the river from this guy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably going to be at least a +1 for the orchard. +2. So it's going to eliminate the +2 for smoke, which means I need a 7 or less to hit. All right, so I have rate and I have smoke in that location. That's good. And we're going to use our rate to drop smoke 1, 2, 3, 4 on this woods hex here. Actually, let's drop it right here in 04. So that's going to be a +1 to this shot. +2 because of this one. So again, 7 or less to hit. All right, we have rate and we have another smoke. What else can I smoke off? 03 maybe? All right, I think that's enough smoke. Although 05 is looking kind of good. Yeah, let's do one here in P5. We'll drop a smoke shell there as well. All right, so that is some very good shooting. I got 4 smoke shells off, and I still have my smoke capability. All right, so you did your job. Now, I think I'm just going to go to move, unless I want to do some more smoke up here. I do not. All right, let's go to move. We'll start down here again. I do have a half squad here. Here it is. We're going to send him forward as a scout. So he's going to CX. And that'll be 1. Now, I would have to temporarily reveal something to remove his concealment, so I'm just going to show squad, which means I'll lose this. And I could lay a fire lane right down that road. It's going to be impeded by all that smoke, however. I could terminate it right on the bridge too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, I could terminate the fire lane right on top of the bridge, which would make it very deadly for this guy. It would be reduced by 1 column because of the smoke. On the 8 table, that would bring it down to the 6, reduced down to the 4. Yeah, I may as well. I don't know about these bridges yet. These are won't be revealed until the actual German uses them. Again, it's one of the SSRs. So we're going to do that, and we're going to lay a fire lane. So this is going to be a 4 firepower one because of the effects of the smoke. And it's going to be an 8 firepower shot with +3, -1, -2. So it's going to be an 8 up 1 shot, and he has rate of fire too. So 7 on the 8 is a 1 check, and that will be fine. So you're still good. Now you're going to come here. That will leave 8, 4 residual in that location as well. So now you're going to have to take a am I doing that right? Residual fire lane. I don't think I'm doing that one right. Right, so it's an 8 firepower attack. 1 column to the left would be on the 6. Reduced because of the smoke. So it is going to be a 4 up 2 attack against him right here. So it's going to be a 6 on the 4s on NMC, which is enough to pin him in that location. And it'll be 1 residual in that location. So this would actually be 8 firepower. Halved would be 4, reduced by this. So this would actually only be a 2 residual in that location. This would be a 1 residual, but you're pinned. Okay, that didn't really work out. Now I cannot do that anymore, so I'm going to have to use my footbridge so I don't go walking through that. So this guy here, a footbridge I think is just 1. Yeah, it should just be 1. All right, so that's going to be 1. And then that should be 3. Let's come here for 4. And we're going to late CX for 5. Next up, these guys are going to CX off the bat. We're going to go 1. Let's bypass for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's unhip this guy here. We're going to first fire with 6 firepower down 2. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. And that's enough to break. And leave 2 residual. I was hoping I had enough move to go in there, but that's a problem with the smoke. I shouldn't have done that probably. Alright, so you're going to come here and you're just going to stop in that woods. And then you guys are now going to have to detour through the woods. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 to enter the woods. Although I guess you could just bypass the woods here. Enter the bridge for 2 and then 3, 4 into the woods. Let's do that. So bypass the woods. 2 and then 3, 4. I think that's legit. This tank here, we're going to start it for 1, pivot for 2, come down here for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I can't see it anyways, so that'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, I should really just realize now we never should have had 3 squads. This guy now has to run to here in the road phase. I should have left 1 squad empty here. We'll stop for 8. And then you guys will lose this. And we'll start with our half squad. We're going to CX. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be +4 to fire out of the smoke, but you do have a -1 leader. You do have -1 for non-assault. That would be a +2, meaning I need a 5 or less to hit. Which is not bad. I think I'm going to do that. So let's unhip. And I'll fire the mortar. So I need a 5 or less to hit. That is not a hit. And I just unzip my fly for no reason. Yeah, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could final fire now. That would be on the 2 table with a +2. 2 up 2. No effect. And then we'll go up here. All right, so first things first, we're going to send in our squad, half squad. One, two, three, four, 5. So he's going to have the CX. This will be 1. That'll be 2. 3 for the hedge. 4, 5 will be this guy here. He'll have to unhip. And he can stay concealed, temporarily revealed, and then he'll be pushed back. Actually, this will come off. Oh, I could fire. Could be a 6 down 2 shot. Although this guy would have wall advantage because I'm inside the building. So actually would be a 6 up 1. Which I may as well do because I'll put residual in V5. Anything coming off the bridge has to walk into that hex. So let's do that. A 6 up 1. That's a 1 check. And he's fine. So we're going to have 2 residual and a first fire down. Oh, I didn't put the snipers in. Derp. Alright, so these guys are 4 and 3. Allied is 3 and 4. Now that was a 4 morale check, so that is an allied sniper. No. Alright. Does that change anything? I don't think it does. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with armored assault and road bonus. I would have to take a 2 flat shot from residual. Probably a final fire. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so this guy's going to spark up. Let's lose our conceal. And we're just going to go waltzing down the road. So this will be 1, 2. 7 on the 2 is going to be a miss. 3, I could final fire. It'll be on the 2 flat. 5 on the 2 is a NMC. Leader, squad, squad. Bloody hell. And a sniper. All right, and then you, and you are going to continue on for 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy here, oh wait, that would be 1 residual as well. Alright, so this half squad here, we're going to lose this, so let's get rid of the hip. You're going to CX. You're going to go 1, you're going to jump into that, take a 1 down 1 shot. 6 on the 1 is nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you guys are going to move. Let's come into here for 1. For 2. 1 down 1. And you guys will do the same. 4 on the 1's going to be an NMC. 8-0. And the 5-4-8 is fine. Alright, so everything there is moved. Movement is done. Defending fire. I think I'm all out. This guy could first fire. That's going to be a +4 out of the smoke, so there's not much point. Let's do a 2 flat. No effect. And everything else is going to stay concealed. Advancing fire. We'll start here. You are going to do a 2 up 4. Nope. Sniper bait. We don't want to do that. This guy here is going to be a 6 assault fire. The LMG will bring it up to an 8. Plus another 6. We'll put it on the 12 table. 12 up 3. That is an 11, which is no effect. Sucks. You're not going to shoot. You here will be on the 8 table up 5. Yeah, no effect. And that is it for that. Alright, so residual, prep, and defensive are off. And we can go into route phase. Attacker. I got the orchard to protect me, so we're going to go here for 1. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For you, you'll have the smoke to protect you, so you won't have to surrender. You're not known. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should have left a squad there. A squad empty there. Alright, that's it for the route, and then we can go to advance phase. So, you guys will jump into that. You guys are going to come here. Let's get on the road. You guys will jump into the smoke. Use the smoke to your advantage. You guys will get out of here. And I think that's going to be it for the German turn 1. Close combat. Alright, we'll start up here. We have ambush. Just normal, so Germans and the defender are none. And then we have 11-3. So the Germans maybe will kill. 11-3. We're looking at 3-1. I need an 8. And he's going to go 1-6. It's going to be 1-2. 1-2 odds. 1-2 odds. He needs a 4 to take on a squad and a leader. Yes, of course he did. Wow. Alrighty. This one down here, we got smoke. Both have 1, so the German is at a 1 and the American is at a 2, no ambush. We have 6-4, so it should be 3-2. I need a 6 with a -1. That is going to be casualty reduction. We have leader squad, so this half squad is gone. And they're going to come back at 1-2. They need a 4 with a -1. No. Alright, sucked. I lost that squad. I really need that. And then we're into turn 2 for the Americans. Wind change. Negative. Rallies. No self-rally for you. Or you. I gotta put on my elbow brace because it is killing me again. All right, so rally phase is done. Pins come off. Do we have any conceals to worry about? Nothing comes to mind. And we'll go into prep fire. Now, you are going to fire. No, you're going to move. You guys are all going to stay concealed. No point shooting. Your melee. So we're going to go right to move. And you are going to come back here. You're going to salt move into there. You guys are going to come up to here. You guys are going to come into that. Yeah, let's spread up. I'm way too bunched up. I like to stack, as you can imagine, which is usually never a good thing in this game. That's going to be it for move. And let's go defending fire. Do I have any? Not really. I might be able to do this, but I don't think so. I don't think I do. Advancing fire, none. Although a 2 up 1, no, 1 up 2 would be ridiculous. And route phase, none. Advance phase. None. Close combat. All right, so this one here, now we need a 1 to 2, I need a 4. And the German needs a 5. No, come on, man. Ugh. Over here, we are at 6 to 1 and 1 to 6, so the American needs like snake eyes, and that should put paid to this guy. And we're into turn 2 for the Germans. All right, we get reinforcements now coming in from the east in the form of a couple of half-tracks and a couple of Panthers. Now, where do we want to come in? Probably want to use the road to bring the Panthers on. And the half tracks just come swooping in from the north, maybe. I think that might be advisable. So let's set up like that. We'll be all on the road. That way we get all that road bonus. Well, not road bonus, but we can get a fair bit of movement out of the road. We're gonna have to worry about this guy coming up behind us. All right, so we have wind change, none. Self rally this guy here, and he's back. Now we'll go to this. This are all going to be reduced in strength, as is this one here. Do I want to fire more smoke? I don't think I do. So let's go right to... Let's go to move. And start closing the news. Let's start down here. First things first, we're going to put this guy in op fire. And then we'll start moving. This guy here is going to go 1. 2, 3. This guy's gonna first fire on the 6 flat. 8 on the 4 is gonna be a miss, so you're finaled because you cowered, and that would be a 2 residual. You are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Frank. HTML image video, awesome. Yeah, that's one thing. Don uses a lot of HTML. I wish I could learn it more. One thing I was going to practice actually is if you create a Word document, I believe you can save it as HTML. Let me do a complete tangent right now to see if I can actually do that. So we make a table. Can you save this as an HTML? You can. Okay. Now, you have to save the code as HTML. So if I open that up, how do I find the code? If I open that up in a web page, I wonder. Yeah, I can export, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. It does like a crap. I'm just wondering. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I did it a long time. Like I'm talking like 2 decades ago. when I was working with HTML. So I'm very rusty with that. But if I open up that, and I view source code,